privilege and responsibility. So sometimes we talk about our privileges, and then other times we talk about responsibilities. And how do we uphold both of them with balance and with commitment? So our privileges, when we think about it on a deep level, privileges on a superficial level is not the stuff that satsang is made of. That's what we get in our workplaces, or what we get in society, or that which, money or our status in society gets us. Okay. We all know that in society, in the workplace, money buys things, status buys things. So you're going to end up, if you're the CEO of a company, for example, you've got more perks than the guy who works in the mailroom. We know that. That's not the spiritual aspect of satsang. When we think about privileges on a spiritual level, well, being alive is a privilege. All of that which we've been given is a privilege. And this is where gratitude plays such an important role on a spiritual path. Is if I think I'm entitled to something, because entitlement, of course, is the flip side of that. If I'm entitled to it, I don't see it as a privilege. I see it as my right. So the minute that I start to feel entitled to things is the minute that I lose gratitude. And the minute I lose gratitude is the minute that I lose the key to my connection to God and to joy. Gratitude is something that so many of the spiritual teachings, spiritual teachers, spiritual lineages emphasize. This practice of gratitude. Because for so many of us, it's always about what's wrong. Lost this money in the stock market. This happened at work. This is aching on my body. This is where a member of my family is annoying me. This is the traffic I got stuck in. This is what's happening to my mortgage. And when we shift out of complaining into gratitude, it takes us from the stuff of our drama into the truth. And so recognizing that life is a privilege is the beginning of our gratitude. So privilege, everything is a privilege. I mean, has anybody here worked for their breath? Anybody here worked for the water we drink? Worked for the fact that you wake up in the morning? I mean, have you done something in your sleep that made you so worthy to be awakened in the morning? That the universe just knew it couldn't live without you? There's nothing that any of us does that is so crucial that the universe couldn't live without us. That we've earned our morning awakening. There's nothing that any of us has done that has earned our breath, earned our water. It's a privilege. It's a privilege of the divine. There's a beautiful, beautiful poem by Khalil Gibran that speaks about giving. And he talks about how important it is for us to give to others, to serve others. But he says a beautiful line. He says, and I'm going to paraphrase it, I don't remember exactly, but he says, we judge those we're giving to. This person's worthy, that person's not worthy. I should serve this one, not that one. This one deserves what I'm giving. This one doesn't deserve it. And he says, thou judge. We judge. But we should not judge, because anyone who has been deemed worthy of their days and their nights by God is certainly worthy of whatever it is we have to give them. What do we have to offer someone? A few dollars, a few rupees, a hand across the street, hot meal, little bit of help, little bit of advice. What do we have to offer that's on any level as the days and the nights that the universe has already offered this person? And he says, anyone who the universe has deemed worthy of their days and their nights surely is worthy of whatever you have to give them. So our days and our nights are a privilege. There's nothing we've done to earn them. And when we really start realizing how much is a privilege, it does two things. First of all, it automatically brings in gratitude. The minute we realize, God, I haven't done anything. I'm just here. I mean, I do my best. Yeah, I'm nice to people. Try to help out. Try to give back. But there's nothing I've done on the scale of earning my breath, earning my days and nights, earning being awakened in the morning. That's a gift. And so it awakens gratitude in us. Yeah, the store was still out of our favorite brand of cereal. Yeah, our colleagues still annoyed us. Our boss still yelled at us. There was still traffic. The dishwasher still broke. The plumber didn't show up. But it takes us out of that stuff into the real gratitude. And then it does what the question brings us back to, privilege and responsibility, is it makes us realize what a responsibility we have. Because when we realize how much we've been given without having earned it, it awakens in us gratitude and responsibility of, wow, all this for doing nothing. All this for just being here. And that too with my ego, that too with my desires, that too with my negativity, that too with all the minutes I waste. And God is so great. God never says, well, you wasted last breath, I'm not going to give you another one. Look at you in the bar, look at you in the club, look at you gossiping, look at you stealing, look at you lying, look at you cheating on your spouse. Forget it. I'm not going to give you another breath. You clearly don't see the value of it. Forget it. God never says that. Just keeps giving us a breath after a breath, a morning after a morning. A day after a day, a night after a night. And when we really recognize that on a deep level, it inspires responsibility. Of, okay, if I've been given so much that I didn't do anything to deserve, what's my responsibility back? Back to God, back to the divine, humanity, the universe, whatever we understand as that capital P planner of it all. And then we start to live with that sense of responsibility. We don't take things for granted. It's not a burden, then it's a joy. Because we're living with an awareness of what a gift our life is. So rather than wasting the breaths, wasting the days, wasting the nights, we honor them, we love them, and we want to get as much as we can out of them, to utilize them the best that we can, So that's where our privilege and responsibility, the question said privilege and responsibility, but it's actually a three-sided coin. It's privilege, gratitude, and responsibility. So all three of those go together.